Greetings people of the world, people of the internet, welcome back to another Street Fighter V video. I'll be your host, A1 Major. Continuing in the series of survival mode videos, the next character on the list will be Karin.
Today I'm going to afford you the finest of defeats!
Okay, and so we'll be getting story mode colors. So as far as I can tell, and the amount I've tried, I don't think there is any gimmicks that you can use with Karin that will grant you like a quick way through survival. So you do need to pick your spots, find your way in, and do combos and do damage. But thankfully, Karin has a lot of really good useful tools that allow you to do this with minimal risk to yourself. And her damage output is really good, so that always helps. So useful things for Karin. So jump roundhouse is really strong. That has a lot of horizontal reach, so you can jump in from further away. It also is really good in neutral jumping and will cover a lot of grounds. Jumping forward is a really strong crosser, much the same as Ryu and Ken. And you can do a lot of strong combos off the crosser. Most of her medium buttons combo into themselves, and they're very good at frame trapping, and this will be a very strong tactic to use much later on in survival, and will be the difference between whether or not you defeat certain characters. Your meter can be used for either EX specials or for critical art. But if you're going to use your meter for critical art, I would suggest using it so that it KOs your opponent, because it leaves you full screen away, so that may be difficult to close the gap on your opponent much later on in survival, and that's not really something that you do want. And her V skill is also very good at closing the gap, and full charge max range is pretty much safe. So the combos that I use with Karin usually will be, so in the mid screen, if so I get jumping forward or jumping roundhouse, then I'll do crouch strong crouch forward. I use crouching strong crouching forward as my link, because even though crouching strong standing strong is a good link, low forward I feel low forward has more range. So that's the reason why I use that. And then I follow that up with Tenko, the quarter circle forward kick then punch. It doesn't have to be just frame, just make sure that it is done relatively quick. And then followed by V skill. The other one that I do mid-screen sometimes, not always, if I do get a clean jump in, so jumping forward or roundhouse, standing fierce into EX Orochi. Orochi is quarter circle forward kick and then down and punch, so the shoulder, like that. But again, as you see, there's a good chance you can get hit out of it, so you need to make sure that your hit confirm is really good. And if that hits, you can V skill and push them to the corner. other combos that I use, but I only use these if I know they're going to KO or if they're going to stun. And that is just something simple like jumping forward or roundhouse, standing fierce into roundhouse Mujin, or heavy kick Mujin, which is quarter circle, or EX Mujin, which is quarter circle back and kick. Like that should kill. Or yeah, or so into standing fierce or crouching strong, crouching forward. So they're the two basic combo starters on the ground that I use the most. And I'll explain why I use those only on stun or if they're going to kill the opponent. In the corner, I'll do the same combos that I normally do, but instead of ending it off in V skill, I do, well, this might kill. Nope, don't have a good judge. In the corner I do the same combo to Tenko, follow up with another Tenko, and then if I've got meter, EX Orochi. No, EX Rasenha, sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking.
Ready.
And so I'll explain why I use why the mid-screen combo is important. So the importance of ending a combo with V skill is if you jump from that point, if you immediately jump towards them from that point after the V skill hits, you'll cover all the AI's wake up options. And so that means that you can always maintain pressure without losing momentum, without losing any ground. So doing that is, doing this combo ending in V skill is very, very good, because it allows you to end rounds quickly. As long as you complete your combos, which I'm not doing at the moment. So let's say they just don't do any wake up options and they just lie flat. When you jump, you'll just land immediately. If you immediately neutral jump at that point, you'll hit them fairly meaty. Unless they've got an invincible reversal, they'll be forced to either block it or take the hit, and then you can do the combo and loop it again. If they quick rise, the initial jump in will hit them. It's early, I don't mind using critical art. If it was much later on in survival, I wouldn't do this. I'm just after the damage. So yeah, if they do quick recovery, it'll catch them in their on the first jump, and also if they do back recovery, the same thing. But because of the way sometimes your initial combo will hit, if you do crouch strong, crouch forward, or if you do standing fierce Tenko, and the way the V skill hits, there's a good chance that you can cross them up. And if you can't visually see that's going to happen, I would suggest, just to be on the safe side, use jumping forward as you're jumping. That way it covers both front and back. And then hopefully you just push them to the corner and you maintain ground, and then you can just keep your pressure up there and go for combos over and over again. Now, in the corner I use the X-Ray Senhan. This doesn't really allow you to do the same jump Oki setups, because they land before you do. What? Yeah, so they land before you do, but it doesn't matter because I'll take the damage there. Hence why I say sometimes you'll be saving your meter a lot because all you'll be doing is V-skill combos, especially if you haven't pushed them to the corner. But I would save him for EX Resent just because the damage output is really, really good. And then you can just maintain your pressure by doing the strong crouching forward rather than jumping. But I normally neutral jump after that hits anyway. So you can use that if you don't want to do the EX Resent half, you just neutral jump. The neutral jump attack will hit quick recovery and back recovery. If they don't use their recovery options, just jump again and you will hit them.
Ready. Fight.
Oh, and as in regards to what I said about using the Mujin to hit as a combo tool, you lose a lot of ground doing it, especially mid-screen. It's the same as hitting with EX Resentha, but hitting it mid-screen, so you definitely don't have any Oki setup of doing it. It does a lot of damage, so that's the reason you would use it, but you have to find a way in after it hits, so that can always be a problem. Wow, that did a lot of damage. So the benefits of using the V skill in the combo is you build V gauge a lot quicker than you would normally just taking hits, and that means you have access to your V reversals much quicker. And I don't generally use V trigger combos. If I do, I keep them very, very basic. But I usually save my V meter for V reversals, because the other benefit of actually using V reversal, other than just reducing pressure and allowing you to create space, is if the V reversal hits successfully, it's the same way as hitting a V skill in the combo. If you jump from that position, you'll cover every wake up option of them getting hit by the reversal, and therefore you can just continue your combo. And if you're at point blank range, you're more likely going to cross up, so keep that in mind and use jumping forward as your cross up button. But if you want but she has a reversal, an invincible reversal. EX Resentha is that. As I said, it doesn't give you Oki options, but it really does do the job if you are getting pressured, or if you are fearing they're going to do something on your wake up if you've been knocked down. And I would use it, especially in those situations if you want to create space. You can always find a way in later. It's better than just taking repeated damage. See, I did neutral jump, which gave him the time to dash under and then do an uppercut. I would use the EX Resentha on a bunch of characters if I'm knocked down.
2 minutes.
And that's Ryu, Ken, Laura, Mika, Birdie, Cammy, and Bison. More often than not, you'll hit them with whatever they're trying to do. But in regards to the difficult characters, they still remain the same for me. They obviously it fluctuates, changes depending on who I'm using and where I'm at in survival, but only these 6 characters still only give me trouble. Not as bad as everyone else, but so Karin, she likes to do a lot of normal Rasenha. She likes doing the towards forward, the overhead, and trying to get sneaky hits, and also likes to do the medium Nugent to get a sneaky overhead and frame traps. Can for button reading input Shoryukens, crazy hit confirms, walking up and grabs. And that's pretty much it. But he gives up ground too easy. Bison for scissor kick pressure, frame traps, reliable anti-airs, and full V-trigger combos. Specifically after losing a lot of runs to Bison. I put a lot of time into working out the best way to defeat him, and basically with Karin, after you block scissor kicks and you've got meter, just use EX Rasenha, it'll blow up whatever he tries to do. Otherwise you can just use your V reversal on the scissor kick and then just go back to comboing if you've taken damage. But usually you should be able to just jump in on him and combo. So the next 3 characters are just, I put them in a category above only because they have command grabs you have to be wary of. So Birdie, very good long range buttons. Punish confirms. So if you do things that are unsafe, more often than not he will do standing strong into bullhead. He'll use his command grabs, either the Bull Revenger, that dolphin grab, or the close one where he headbutts you multiple times. Not to mention decent anti-airs. And full V-trigger combos that you have to be really careful of. Then you have Mika. Pretty strong anti-airs. We'll use the Lady Mika, the forward fierce, as an anti-air and get crush counter. Uses command grabs as a crush counter. You have to worry about command grabs on the ground. And crazy confirms, and will frame trap you sometimes when you're trying to escape. And last is Laura. Very good at frame trapping. If you press a button in the wrong instance, you probably will get crush counted. And not to mention reliable anti-airs. Really strong anti-airs. And will convert all combos. And use her fireball to close the gap and try and get in. So you have to be really wary of that. And those characters always are trouble. And as far as there's character groups that I also mentioned, these are just to keep me in check. The first lot is 13, 14 and 15, which is Ryu, Bison, Chun-Li. Because it's a good indicator of what they will be like much later on in survival. Nope. So yeah, Ryu's got a good chance of doing bogus combos. So the combos don't necessarily always work, but can be scary. And V-trigger use. Bison, obviously. Chun-Li starts to use the anti-airs a bit. And starts to do some combos as well, but never follows through. The next lot after that is this group here, which is the all-female group, 25 through 29. And then after that, there's a bit of a break. Nash is a pushover. Then you've got Bison at 33. And like I said, used to end runs a lot, so I devised tactics to defeat him. Then it maintains its difficulty for a while, and then you get Ryu at 40, and this Ryu sometimes looks like the most optimized Ryu in the world. Does parries, V-trigger combos, punishes, doesn't allow you to jump too much, will anti-air you with crouching fierce, or even a Shoryuken, and does crazy, so crazy V-trigger confirms, but again falls prey to, if you're standing outside of sweep range, there's more often than not probably try and throw a fireball, and then if you just jump in on him, it's over. Then after that is the Grappler Assembly Grappler group, which is from 42 to 46. And that is Laura, Birdie, Mika, Geek, Birdie. And just the honorable mention to that Geef and the second Birdie, they will use standing roundhouse as an anti-air, and if you're trying to do a jumping combo like me, if you don't do it early enough, there's a good chance you'll get crush counted out of the air, and against Geef we might do what is it? I think it's the headbutt. I think it's forward strong or forward fierce, and knock you to the ground, and then you have to really be patient on wake up, because there's a good chance you'll get pile drive. That Vega is a throw monster straight after the second Birdie, and very good at frame trapping, and will not hesitate to use V trigger if it needs to use it. Fang is a pushover. I don't know, I've always just felt that AI isn't really what it needs to be. And then you've got Bison and Nakali for obvious reasons. Nakali just will 90% of the time uppercut everything you do. So this Nash is usually a pushover, but I'm not really like showing that at the moment. I find Rashid is also a pushover, but does not look like a pushover if you allow him to start doing his mix-ups. But if that ever happens and you're close, just V-reversal or use EX Resenta to blow it up. Find an opening and then just jump in. Don't worry about getting hit by spinning mixer, it doesn't do much damage. Wow. Really need to get better at doing my hit confirm. Here we go, this is the Bison that I was saying.
Ready. Fight.
Alright, push to the corner. Yeah, I'm not slightly worried about fighting Bison anymore. So I keep this as a very loose structure, something to go by. I don't follow it down to the minute detail. But as far as battle supplements go, first 10 characters, but as you saw in this one, I used recovery earlier. But for the first 10 characters, I only use attack power up. Then from 10 to 30, I will use health recovery if my health is below 30% or when I actually feel like that I need to use it. From 30 to 40 if my health is below 40%, and from 40 to 50 I try not to let it get below 50%, and I'll probably use it earlier if I need it. But that's pretty much the general idea. I don't use any of the other supplements, so no V gauge boost, no critical up boost, no defense up, none of the double down. So yeah, there's no. I don't find it useful. Useful for using double down because that's why the first 10 characters are useful for just doing attack power up. You use minimal amounts of battle supplement points so that you've got enough to use later on in the game. Because health recovery does use a lot of points. Especially full health recovery, that uses quite a bit. But you should build up a lot just in the first 10 characters. This Dasim can be a problem if you don't maintain pressure and don't get things started. You'll just start teleporting all over the place. There's a good chance I'll get cannon spiked a lot. Alright. Maybe not. Okay, that worked out really, really well. As you can see, I don't use V trigger much. My confirms are not that strong.
Ready. Fight.
Wow. Normally a pushover, which is crazy. Where'd all my health go? Really wasn't paying attention there. Alright. That was lucky. Got full health back.
Ready. Fight.
Keep it simple.
See right through you.
Ready. Fight.
Loves the overheads. Loves the overhead. Here we go. Ryu Master ahead.
Ready.
Try jumping at him. Might get anti-air, who knows. Nope. Get hit by combos. Good with me. Very good. Didn't lose much health, besides that combo that he did. But that's alright. And keep up with the frame trap. You'll start working on these characters more.
Ready.
Ryu tends to be a bit more resilient when it comes to like giving up rounds. Okay, fine. Not too bad, not too bad. I didn't want to go in too much. And I shouldn't have done the neutral jump after the EX Rose Senhai in the corner. It just gave her the opportunity to anti-him.
Fight.
Not too bad. Yeah, if Birdie ever goes V-trigger, just sit there and block. You'll eventually find an opening. Nothing worse than getting hit by a combo. Not to mention, because of how little health Karin has, a simple combo like that can be the end of a round. Wow, that was really straightforward. Didn't get hit with no anti-airs. Just let me jump in on her. Okay. Second birdie. Last birdie, finally. No, gig, right? There you can see what I said about the standing roundhouse as an anti-air. If that was timed any later, or that probably would have, this round would have gone a lot different. But I did the jumping roundhouse a lot earlier than normal. Wasn't very keen on getting hit by that crush counter.
Ready. Fight.
See, he also did it as well. So you can see the delay. on the crouching forward always gives the AI some kind of need to try and close in on your supposed mistake or lack of offense. So it's really strong at this point. We won't jump against Vega, just in case of getting air thrown. Neutral jumping is still good though. And that's more for the beginning of the round than anything. Yep, V trigger, of course. Why am I not surprised? See, it didn't even take him that long to do V trigger.
I can see right through you.
There you go. It was really clean. Get our health back.
Ready. Fight.
That was fairly clean as well.
I can see right through you.
Okay. Now the last two characters. Good. I'll try and jump towards Bison, see if I get anti-air or not.
Ready. Fight.
Yep, not gonna happen. Straight away do Rasenha after scissors. Alright. I am very tempted for attack power. And yes, I will use it. I'm usually very confident against Nakali, so I'll always opt for more damage if it's possible. Especially if he gives up space like that. There you have it. Always play very risky, but like I said, I know exactly how the AI works in certain situations, so it might seem a bit crazy, but of course there's a lot of intention behind my plan of attack. But hopefully that gives people an idea of what to do with Karin. And that pretty much does it for today. So the next character on the list will be Rainbow Mika. Again, if you like what you see, if you have any suggestions, always let me know. I'll respond as soon as I can. Otherwise, that's it. I'll catch you all next time. Peace out. Later, guys.